Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our new session 2020-21 and we are going to start the subject accountancy today in this video. In class 12 syllabus CBSE we have partnership and company accounting. Today we are going to start partnership accounting chapter 1 accounting of partnership firms fundamentals. So we have studied in class 11th about partnership, and you all know partnership is the relation between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So first of all, I want to let you know that I have shared notes on your WhatsApp group. You can open the notes and study. So, and also prepare a register, and whatever I am giving, write down in your register. That register will be checked when the school is opened. So study well and cooperate with us. So what I read, the definition of partnership, you all know partnership is the relation between two or more persons, means at least two persons are necessary for making partnership and more than two are also possible. Maximum is 50, I think you know, who have agreed to share the profits of a business. Means business is compulsory. Without business and without the profit motive, partnership cannot be done or partnership cannot be made. Then next thing is carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. In partnership, you know, every partner are agent of one another, and all partners can do the business or carry on the business, or any one of them on behalf of others can do the business or run the business. There is profit sharing ratio, there is an agreement, and what is the name of agreement between the partnership? Agreement, written agreement for making the partnership is known as partnership deed. Yes, partnership deed is a document in which all the rules and regulations of partnership are written, and after partnership deed, partnership comes into force. So we'll focus more on the practical aspects, and you can study all the theory in the notes. What is important I am giving you, and you have also to write in the register also. So now I am telling you the rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. Rules, because in India some partnerships are being made without any deed written, without any agreement, without any rules. They start a partnership. Then what can be done? In this case, when there is no partnership deed, some specific rules will be applicable. I am going to read that rules. These are available in notes. First of all, when there is no partnership deed, partners profit sharing ratio will be equal. If there are two partners, then ratio will be 1:1, and if there are three partners, then it will be 1:1. And when there is no partnership deed, second rule is that nothing can be provided to partners. What the things are provided to partners are salary, interest on capital, remuneration. These are the things which are provided to partners. But in the absence of partnership deed, nothing can be provided to partners. So I mean to say that when there is no partnership deed, their profit sharing ratio will be equal. Second, interest on capital will not be allowed, salary or remuneration will not be allowed, commission will not be allowed, and the partnership firm cannot charge interest on drawing from partners, and the rate of interest on loan will be 6% per annum. So remember this. Now comes the practical portion. Financial statements, we are going to discuss about the financial statements of partnership. In class 11th, we studied the trading and P&L account and balance sheet. You all know, in partnership, there is one more account in this which is known as P&L appropriation account. After P&L account, partnership firms also make P&L appropriation account. Okay, so we'll study it later. First of all, I want to discuss, you may write down also, there are two things. First of all, there are two things. First is charge against P&L and second is appropriations against P&L. Now, what are charges and what are appropriations? Charges means which are compulsory to be paid. Compulsory to be paid in the sense means which we are going to pay to the third parties or which are not to be paid to our partners. These are you can understand like these are compulsory payments. For example, interest on partners loan. This is compulsory payment to be made to partner, because if partner is providing loan to the firm, then it is not providing on behalf of a partner, it is providing as a third party, and interest on that loan is to be given compulsorily. Charges means which are to be paid compulsorily. Even if there is loss, you have to pay the charges. But in case of loss, appropriations are not to be paid. Appropriations are paid only if there is profit. Appropriations are distribution of profit, and these are charge against profit. So another example is manager remuneration or commission. Third, rent. So charges can be remembered with the help of appropriations, because appropriations are fixed. Whatever we provide to the partner as a part of profit, it is known as appropriation. First is interest on capital. Second, salary to partners. Third, partners commission. Fourth, remuneration to partners. These are the things which we provide to partners out of profit, and if there is no profit, there will be no appropriation. But if there is no profit, or if there is profit, charges are compulsory to be paid. I hope I am clear. Note it down in your copy. Now we will discuss the second thing, how to make P&L account and P&L appropriation account in case of partnership. So P&L account is just like the P&L account which we study in class 11. All of the income are to be written on credit side, all of the expenses are to be written on debit side. But in our 12th class, we will not have more items in P&L account. Only some items will be there, which I am showing you. First of all, whatever profit is given will be written here, or if there is loss, then it will be written here. Now I told you charges and appropriations. So whatever are the charges given in question are to be written in P&L account. So what are the charges? Interest on partners loan, rent, manager's commission, and there may be other things also. After that, we will make balance. For example, if profit is more and charges are less, then balance will go to this side, and the balance will be transferred to P&L appropriation account. I am writing balancing figure here. And if this side is more, then it will be directly distributed between the partners, and there are some cases also in which these are transferred to P&L appropriation. हो गया. This is the P&L account, and after it we will prepare P&L appropriation. In P&L appropriation, the balance of this profit will be transferred to P&L appropriation account. So the profit which was transferred from P&L will be written here by P&L account. This was the balancing figure of the last account which we studied. Now in this account, this is debit side, we know, this is credit side. On credit side we will record whatever we charge from the partners, and there is only one thing which partnership firm charge from partners, that is interest on drawings. Whatever drawings made by partners during the year, interest is charged on it by the firm by interest on drawings. There are lots of calculations in this, we will study later. For example, there are two partners A and B, so both of their interest will be written there and total will be written here. And the things which the firm provide to partners, that we studied appropriations, interest on capital, partners commission, salary to partners, all of these things will be debited to P&L appropriation account. Sometimes in question it is written that some part of the profit is to be transferred to reserve. Reserve, we know, reserve is the part of profit which is transferred to balance sheet. We studied in our 11th. So whatever amount to be transferred to reserve will be debited here, written over here. Understand? And partners may also be allowed commission to partners, commission. Or remuneration. Okay, and after this account will be balanced. Balancing figure will be calculated. We will make total of this side, then the total of this side will be subtracted from it, then we will get the balance. The balance will be distributed to partners. So we will write here to partners capital account, and it will be distributed between the partners in their profit sharing ratio. For example, two partners are there, A and B. We will calculate the balance. This balance will be distributed between the partners in their profit sharing ratio, and after this account will be closed. Look again for revision. The profit which was the balancing figure of P&L account, will be transferred here by P&L account. I am not writing out the loss here because there is very rare case if there is loss, and even if there is loss, P&L appropriations are not made. It is made in one situation that I will tell you later, but in losses P&L appropriation account is not made, because I told you in the beginning, even in case of loss, appropriations are not allowed, because appropriations are part of profit only. So there is no chance of loss here. We will write the profit here. Then we charge interest on drawing from partners. It will be credited to P&L appropriation account. Then whatever we provide to partner as an appropriation, we will write it here. These are the limited things. No further things are there. Only you have to remember that interest on capital is provided to partner, salary is provided to partners, remuneration is provided, and partners commission. Also there is sometimes profit is transferred to reserve. Then we will write to reserves. It is not provided to partners. It is a part of profit which is kept for future contingencies. It will go to balance sheet. Rest of the things will go to the partner's capital. And after all of these, we will balance this account and transfer the balance to the partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. This amount will be distributed between A and B in their profit sharing ratio. If profit sharing ratio is 2:1, then we calculate 2/3. We will give 2/3 to A and 1/3 to B. Okay. With this account, we can also prepare journal entries. And journal entries, how can you prepare journal entries? For example, this posting was by P&L account. With this posting, we can prepare the entry P&L account debit to P&L appropriation account. You all know that. This is the entry for transfer of profit from P&L account to P&L appropriation account. Then another entry we can make, interest on capital provided to partners. First of all, we will provide interest on capital. Its entry is interest on capital account debit to partners capital account. It is in the notes, you can see. So we are crediting the capital and debiting the interest on capital. After this entry, we will transfer interest on capital to P&L appropriation. उसकी entry क्या होगी? P&L appropriation account debit to interest on capital. Then we are providing salary to partners. Then salary account debit to partners capital. Salary provided to partner. Then this salary will be transferred to P&L appropriation. And what will be the journal entry? P&L appropriation account debit to salary to partners. So this is your work. You have to prepare journal entries out of these in your register, and it is also given in your notes. You can see it there, record it, and after it prepare journal entries also. So we have read the preparation of P&L appropriation. Now we are going to discuss how to calculate interest on capital. Interest on capital is provided to partner as at the percentage given in the partnership deed, or we will get it in the question that at what percentage interest is to be provided to partners. So for calculating interest on capital, simple interest formula will be used, that is principal into time into rate. But capital keeps on changing. Some partners introduce additional capital in the mid of the year. Some partner may withdraw. So we have to calculate in different portions, and then we have to add the interest for the whole year. One example I have set on the board for your reference, and I have also given questions for our study. I have also prepared question book. There are 20 questions in this. I have shared in the group. We'll do that also. First of all, look at the board. How to calculate interest on capital. Here is an example. A and B are partners having capitals of rupees 4 lakh and rupees 5 lakh on 1st April 2019. On 1st April 2019, their capitals were rupees 4 lakh and rupees 5 lakh. Understand? On 1st August 2019, A introduced rupees 50,000 and B withdrew rupees 50,000. It means on 1st August 2019, A introduced additional capital. So now its capital is increased from 4 lakh to 4,50,000. He introduced 50,000 additional. And B withdrew 50,000 means now his capital will be 4,50,000 same, because from 5 lakh he will withdraw 50,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. We have to calculate interest on capital for the year ending 31st March 20. So for this year we have to calculate interest on capital. I told you simple interest formula will be used. So for example, A is there. Capital of A was 4 lakh in the beginning, and on 1st August he introduced 50,000 additional. So from 1st April 19 to 31st July 19, his capital was 4 lakh. And how many months are there? April, May, June, July. 4 months. So interest on capital will be calculated on 4 lakh for 4 months at the rate of 10%. So answer will be 13333. For the next 8 months, his capital will be 4,50,000 because he introduced 50,000. So his capital become 4,50,000 for the 8 months from August to March. So वही अपना फॉर्मूला, प्रिंसिपल इंटू टाइम इंटू रेट. 4,50,000 into 8/12 into 10/100. Answer will be 30,000 and total will be 43,333. This amount we have to provide to A as interest on capital. Now comes B. His capital was 5 lakh in the beginning. So for 4 months his capital was 5 lakh. So it will be calculated like this: 5 lakh into 4/12 into 10/100. It will be 1,667. He withdrew 50,000 on 1st August. So his capital will be 4,50,000 into 8/12 into 10/100, 30,000, and total will be 46,667. Note it and understand. So this is how we calculate interest on capital. So that's all for today. Now homework time. So there is one question written on board. This you have to do at your home. I am reading for you. A and B are partners, same, having capital for 6 lakh and 10 lakh on 1st April 2019. Initial capital is 6 lakh and 10 lakh. On 1st October 19, A introduced rupees 1 lakh, so its capital will be 7 lakh. And B withdrew rupees 1 lakh on 1st 12/19, 1st December 19. Remember this. Rate of interest is 10% per annum, and we have to calculate interest on capital for the year ending 31st March 2020. You have to do it yourself as we did the previous question. And answer I have given for you. A's interest on capital will be 65,000 and B's will be 96,667. Calculate yourself in your register. You have to prepare a fair register. I am telling you again and again, when schools will open, we will check your registers. Everybody should prepare register, and we are not going to again take class for this. So be sincere, serious, and start studying from today. And I am repeating again, I have shared 2 PDFs. One PDF is for the notes. You can write down the notes in your copy, and the notes which I am giving in the class, you have to write it compulsorily in your register, and also you have to remember. I have given 2 homeworks today. First is this question, and the second you have to prepare notes from the P&L appropriation account. You have to write journal entries also. Okay. Okay guys, have a good day. Bye.